What's up, Hoop fans? We're back with a new breakdown, diving into the thrilling playoff series featuring Kendrick Nunn and Panathinaikos up against Maccabi's defense. This video takes you through every pivotal moment, from Nunn's smooth plays to the nail-biting finishes that kept us on the edge of our seats. Make sure to stay tuned to see how Nunn's incredible performances helped the Greens reach the Final Four after 12 years. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the Buy Me a Coffee link to support the channel. Let's get into it. In Game 1 of the EuroLeague playoffs, Kendrick Nunn's first playoff outing was notably significant, despite a seemingly modest box score of 8 points, 1 assist, and 3 turnovers. Maccabi's defense intentionally focused on limiting Nunn, a tactic that, while effective in containing him, concurrently allowed his teammates more room to operate. However, Nunn's foul trouble, picking up his 4th foul during the third quarter, limited his time on the court to 20 minutes and his ability to make a substantial direct impact. Ergin Ataman used Iverson and stagger screen entries to mitigate the pressure from Baldwin, ensuring Kendrick Nunn could receive the ball under optimal conditions. In the first quarter, particularly when Cohen was on the court, Panathinaikos targeted him. They orchestrated a series of pick-and-rolls and pick-and-pop scenarios with Nunn and Mitoglou. Maccabi, determined to avoid switching, saw Cohen consistently hedging out, sometimes even at the risk of leaving Mitoglou open. Let's watch it play by play. At the start of the game, Panathinaikos sets up an Iverson cut into a side pick and pop known as Dallas action, reminiscent of plays run by the Mavericks for Dirk Nowitzki. As this unfolds, focus not just on Cohen's consistent hedging out on Nunn, but also on Brown, positioning himself as the nail defender. Brown's strategic placement is crucial as it prevents Nunn from potentially driving towards the basket. Throughout this phase, Maccabi's defensive commitment is clear. They are determined to not allow Nunn any easy drives to the hoop.
With just 5 seconds remaining, what drama awaits over the course of the next 2 hours and indeed the next 2 weeks. The 2023-24 Turkish Airlines EuroLeague playoffs are underway. First offense for the Greens, Mitoglou for 3, bang! That's all it took.
Watch characteristically here how Cohen seems almost desperate to switch away from Nunn, with only 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Again, watch how Cohen hedges out, overcommitting on Nunn to shut down any space for an attack. Simultaneously, observe Brown stunting on Mitoglou. Here, Nunn makes a decisive left drive, skillfully maneuvering past Brown and Cohen, and finishes with a beautiful scoring move.
Kendrick Nunn has the highest usage rate of all Panathinaikos players by a distance. And he demonstrates why, once again, 6 points for Kendrick Nunn.
Now, Maccabi attempts to ice the pick and roll, pushing the action to the sideline. Despite this, Mitoglou smartly moves into the open space created by the defensive shift. With a great ball reversal, the Greens capitalize and find an open shot for their best shooter, Marius Grigonis.
Mitoglou looking back out, Lucas Grigonis. The sharpshooter hitting the target.
Against Nebo, Kendrick Nunn showcased his scoring prowess by taking advantage of both switch and drop coverages. He adeptly drove to the basket, effectively maneuvering through the defense to put points on the board. Here, Nunn effectively punishes the nail defender, Brown, by kicking the ball out to Slukas, who takes advantage of the open space to shoot a three-pointer. Watch here as Cleveland and Rivero blitz the pick and roll, aggressively trying to trap Nunn. Despite their efforts, Nunn skillfully finds a way to pass to Lesort on the short roll. Although Lesort has the option to kick out for an open three, he opts to drive aggressively to the basket, culminating in a powerful dunk.
We've just seen members of the Maccabi hierarchy in the house for this game one on the road. Mike Batiste, Panathinaikos legend, Matthias Lesor looking to write his own legend.
Watch here during a pick-and-roll action with Juancho. Nunn quickly passes to Juancho and the Greens capitalize, scoring an easy basket.
Off in favour of Maccabi so far, despite the foul trouble as well. Here's Lesor! Just clear that runway.
Maccabi managed in some cases to disrupt Nunn's offensive flow by employing a physical defense, having active hands on the ball, and strategically collapsing on him as he drove to the basket. That wraps up our breakdown of Game 1. Kendrick Nunn, playing nearly 20 minutes, contributed 8 points with a perfect 4 of 4 shooting from inside the arc and 0 of 1 from beyond it. He added 3 rebounds and 1 assist, but also committed 3 turnovers. Despite the mixed results and limited court time due to foul trouble and turnovers, Nunn showed glimpses of his potential impact. As we navigate through the strategies and stories on the court, we extend our sincere appreciation to our sponsor, Ultimate Champions. This unique, free-to-play basketball fantasy game not only brings you closer to the EuroLeague and Euro Cup, but also turns you into a participant. Ultimate Champions offers you the chance for real-world financial rewards. Tap into this experience, join their community, and be an integral part of the excitement. Be sure to check out our affiliate link in the description to sign up for Ultimate Champions, our fantasy game sponsor. By signing up, you're not only enjoying a fantastic game, but you're also supporting our channel. Thank you for your support. Game 2 saw Kendrick Nunn dissecting Maccabi's pick-and-roll defenses right from the start. He persistently targeted Cohen with tight side pick-and-rolls and pick-and-pops alongside Mitoglu, including setting up plays in the low post. A notable change in this matchup was the absence of Wade Baldwin, who was sidelined due to an injury from Game 1, altering the defensive dynamics for Maccabi. Against Nebo, who attempted to hedge out, Nunn effectively read the defense and delivered precise passes to the roller. Watch here as Cohen positions himself as the low tagger, leaving Brown caught between 2 players. This defensive setup creates a vulnerability that Panathinaikos can exploit.
Points in the first 4 minutes. Lesor, free route to the rack for Dinos Mitoglu to dunk again.
Watch here as Nunn attempts to post up Blatt. He's leveraging his physical advantage, trying to back down a smaller defender. During a stretch in the second quarter, Nunn encountered some challenges and made a few turnovers while trying to penetrate Maccabi's defense and forced him to often pass the ball to Slukas. It's worth mentioning that he was playing sick.
Kendrick Nunn to go. Boy, did it go!
Watch the domino effect that Nunn creates in the defense by drawing all the attention to himself. Here, after facing a soft hedge, he quickly attacks the gap and then smartly kicks the ball out to Grigonis, Panathinaikos' top shooter. Observe how Slukas expertly reads the defensive imbalance created by the hard hedge. He positions himself in the gap left open by the shifting defense, preparing for an open shot.
Hitting hard early on. Panathinaikos trying to swing back, having trailed by 9, down 3 now. Ball in the hands of Kendrick Nunn. Papapetru, the Saw wanted it, went to Slukas for 3 for the tie. Kostas Slukas.
Here, notice Sorkin's reluctance to switch onto Nunn, leading him to overcommit. This delay allows Brown time to recover, but in the process, Mitoglu is left open. The Greek power forward attacks the closeout aggressively, and then smartly kicks the ball out to Papapetru, who is wide open in the corner.
Five now, the largest lead for Panathinaikos, and they have the ball. Free shot from the corner. How about another?
In this possession, Nunn reads the hedge, passes to Lesort on the short roll, who draws Maccabi's defense and then makes an extra pass to Slukas for the open 3. Following up on this play, Mitoglu cleverly shifts the angle on his ball screen, effectively sending Cohen to the opposite side. This quick adjustment gives Nunn the window he needs to seize the opportunity and pull up for a clean shot.
For Maccabi here tonight, after Panathinaikos had twice as many as their guests in game 1. Ball movement, Panathinaikos. Nunn, the shake off swivel, and they have knocked Maccabi down to the canvas.
Watch him here pulling up for a mid-range shot, effectively attacking the drop defense out of a Spain pick-and-roll action.
Event, because Power continuing to pour in the points. Brown as many here in the third as he has in the whole of the first half, but Kendrick Nunn is answering.
Finishing the third quarter and starting the fourth, Nunn appeared a bit off, likely due to playing while sick. He struggled, making some poor shot choices and a turnover, which prompted coach Ataman to bench him for the remainder of the game. In his absence, Slukas stepped up significantly, taking the lead and scoring a total of 29 points. As the curtain fell on a challenging night for Nunn, the stage was set for a remarkable comeback. In the subsequent games, like the calm before a storm, Nunn gathered his strength and unleashed a performance that thundered through the courts of EuroLeague. In Game 3, Kendrick Nunn faced a rough start, struggling with shots and turnovers. After almost 2 minutes into the game, Ergin Ataman benched him for Slukas. After a brief rest, Nunn returned but continued to struggle, leading to another benching. Re-entering at 8:21 of the first quarter, Nunn then stayed on the court until the final buzzer, showcasing a striking turnaround in his performance. Watch Nunn here as he makes his first shot of the game, coming off Lesort's pin down. He takes one dribble and executes perfectly. Again, Nunn faced a variety of defenses, but he effectively read and attacked them. Watch Nunn here as he attacks the switch against Nebo. In this play, Cleveland tries to ice the pick and roll, but Nunn adeptly drives right and finishes through contact, showcasing his ability to adapt and score despite defensive pressure. However, near the end of the second quarter and the start of the third, he experienced a dip in performance with some missed shots and turnovers. This time, Coach Adaman decided to let him play through it. Watch here as DiBartolomeo applies aggressive defense with active hands on the ball. Cohen hedges out, and as the shot clock winds down, Colson steps in for a trap. Despite the pressure, Nunn manages to get off a pull-up shot, but he misses. Watch here as Nunn makes a snake move, skillfully navigating through the defense using Lesort's Gortat screen. Watch the point difference here, with the Greens trailing by 18 points. Nunn steps up, taking the game into his own hands, especially considering that Kostas Sloukas, another star of the team, is having a rough night with a total of 0 points. Here we have a common action in the series, pick and pop action against Cohen, with a change of angle in the ball screen. This change of angle catches Brown off guard, causing him to collide with Midoglow's solid screen, forcing a switch. Now with a favorable matchup, Nunn is ready to attack. Watch as Brown tries to close in to prevent the drive, but the moment he checks Midoglow, Nunn seizes the opportunity and attacks the basket.
Maccabi play Tika Tel Aviv. The final punctuation point, that three-pointer from Jake Cohen. Nunn driving, finishing with the finger roll over the high-flying Josh Nebo.
Here, against Cleveland, Nunn sees the left lane open, rejects the screen, and attacks the basket. Although Nebo blocks his shot, Nunn's hustle doesn't stop there. He manages to deflect the ball and secure the rebound for his team, showcasing his relentless effort and tenacity. Watch Nunn here against Colson. Colson steps back slightly to prevent the drive, but Nunn seizes the moment to pull up and take a three. Watch this out-of-bounds play with a side pick and roll. Lesort slips to the basket to counter the hedge, and Nunn finds him, leading to an extra pass. The Greens capitalize by hitting an open three, reducing the point deficit from 18 to 7. Nunn is in the zone right now and is actively seeking the ball to execute plays. His confidence is palpable as he takes charge, ready to make impactful decisions on the court.
Solid D by Panathinaikos. The Euro step from Kendrick Nunn. Out to the perimeter, and Luka Vildosa drills another three-pointer. Turnover of the careless variety from a dead ball situation out of bounds. And here is a possession which is absolutely pivotal in the context of this playoff fixture. As Kendrick Nunn.
The game has completely turned around, with Panathinaikos overcoming an 18-point deficit thanks to Kendrick Nunn's 25-point performance. Despite shooting 4-13 on 2-point attempts and 3-7 from beyond the arc, Nunn has the opportunity to take the final shot to steal the game. Let's bring the spotlight to this crucial end-of-game situation and see what unfolds. In the final play, Coach Adaman drew up a play that was placing Nunn in the slot, with his teammates forming a triangle to give him multiple exit options. Nunn could either use the stagger screen from Sloukas and Midoglou, or Lesort's back screen, resembling an inverted floppy formation. Brown's focus on Slucas's movement led Maccabi's star to anticipate Nunn using the stagger. However, Nunn rejected the stagger and opted for Lesort's screen instead. Sprinting free, Nunn faced a switch with Nebo, taking an off-balance shot. The shot looked good in its trajectory, but ultimately, he misses.
He calls for delay of game. Cutting hard. Kendrick Nunn beats the end of quarter buzzer and draws iron, but he's short.
Now, the Greens find themselves with their backs against the wall, as Maccabi is just one win away from reaching the Final Four. In Game 4, the Greens find themselves with their backs against the wall, facing elimination if they lose. Rising to the challenge, the dynamic duo of Nunn and Slucas showcased their prowess by accounting for 47 of the team's 95 points. Additionally, their combined 10 assists contributed to another 23 points, resulting in a direct impact on 73% of their team's total points. Although, in this video, we focus on Kendrick Nunn's performance and his critical role in this high-stakes matchup. Kendrick Nunn started the match with a catch-and-shoot situation. Receiving a pass from Slucas and with Brown giving him some space, Nunn seized the opportunity and executed perfectly. Here's another common action from the Greens in this series. Nunn comes off a stagger, leading into a ram with a change of angle. Cohen has struggled with these angle changes throughout the series, and the Greens aim to exploit this weakness. Meanwhile, Brown's weak defense aims to force Nunn to his right. Watch how the change of angle causes Cohen to lose his balance, allowing Nunn to capitalize by attacking his lateral steps. Nunn drives past Cohen, scoring an easy basket and effectively taking Cohen out of the play.
And he has rolled through this playoff season. Averaging 13 points a game.
Watch as DeBartolomeo tries to ice the pick and roll, but Nunn finds Lesort on the short roll. With a nice pass fake, Lesort creates the opportunity and makes the easy basket. Papapetru sets a back screen for Lesort to receive the ball in the low post. However, Nebo denies the low post entry, and Webb aggressively defends Mitoglu, trying to deny him the pass. Mitoglu makes a smart back cut, and Nunn finds him with a great pass, leading to an excellent play.
Just take some time off the shot clock. Mitoglu with the power slam.
Nunn continues delivering, attacking mismatches, reading the zone defense, and isolating his opponents.
Doesn't want a screen. He wants DeBartolomeo one-on-one. Misses the jump shot. Nunn one-on-one with Baldwin. Takes him to the rack and gets the score. And the timeout.
In the middle of the second quarter, Nunn's performance slipped. He made some turnovers and made also a long three in the early offense, prompting Coach Ataman to bench him.
5 points for him. Now, Panathinaikos, they'll respect that trap a bit more this time. Nunn from deep.
Watch this end-of-quarter isolation play. Cleveland and Colson appear to argue over who should guard Nunn. Colson eventually takes on Nunn, but Nunn executes a smooth sidestep and scores in front of him as the quarter ends. Here, Nunn gets a switch with Webb in the final seconds, but ends up making a bad shot. Here, Coulson, aware that Kalaitzakis is not a significant threat from three-point range, tags Lessort to prevent the pass on the short roll. Here, the Spain pick-and-roll with Nunn attacking left creates chaos in the defense. Coulson and Cleveland follow Nunn, leaving Grigonis open.
5 of 8 between them. Grigonis, couldn't be more open. That one. Well, right now, this is looking like a stroke of genius from Coach Katash. Having Rivero.
Closing the game in the fourth quarter, Nunn takes charge, stepping up his execution. He's on a mission now and cannot be stopped.
And he comes into a big man wall, which leaves Nunn open, and Kendrick Nunn dials up the triple, and how much did that mean to Coach Ataman? Panathinaikos have come back before. They're going to have to do it again. And Kendrick Nunn is the man to carry them. Got to get the ball moved on, and it's that man Nunn. Nunn gets inside, beats Lessort, who bounces up for the deuce. But now, Panathinaikos, they have the agility edge at this end of the floor. Nunn shows why as he makes another two.
The Greens secured a crucial road win, bringing the series back to their home court for the final game. Nunn delivered an outstanding performance, scoring 27 points with 6 of 8 on 2-point shots, 3-7 from beyond the arc, and a perfect 6-6 from the free throw line. He also contributed 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 drawn fouls, and 2 turnovers in 32 minutes. In Game 5, Nunn faced a variety of defensive setups but proved unstoppable. With DiBartolomeo guarding him, Maccabi employed an under-the-screen defense, with DiBartolomeo also trying to apply pressure on the ball. Against Brown and Nebo, Nunn faced hedge-out defense. Watch here as Brown also tries to deny Nunn the ball, adding an extra layer of pressure. Watch how focused Maccabi's defense is on Nunn. Coulson tags Lessort on the weak side, which leaves Papapetru open. Here, Maccabi is trying to corner trap Nunn, but he manages to pass the ball to the weak side to Grant, who then passes to Papapetru for the open shot.
Kendrick Nunn. Grant to the far side, three-point shot again!
Ice defense by Maccabi here, with Cohen closing in to prevent the right drive for Nunn. Hehowever, Nunn passes to Papapetru, who attacks the closeout and makes the open mid-range shot.
Kendrick Nunn. He'll switch towards Nebo. Back out Papapetru. Gets free for the long two. Misses that one. Offensive rebound though. Nitoglu can't put it back in.
Here, Nunn gets a switch, and he immediately executes.
Up the largest lead. And it's a perfect play off the back of the timeout. An assist for Lorenzo Brown, another for the coach, Ode Katash. Three-point shot. Kendrick Nunn answers and upgrades.
Against ice defense once again, Nunn rejects the ball screen and executes a pull-up shot. Watch here as Nunn attempts to drive, only to find a sea of yellow jerseys in front of him. He offloads to Slukas, who misses the open shot.
It's a chance to tie or take the lead. Kendrick Nunn. to Kostas Sloukas.
Watch here the ram into pin-down play drawn up by coach Ergin Ataman at the start of the second quarter. Nunn sets the screen for Lesort and then comes off Juancho's pin-down.
Be here next season. They start the second period with the ball, but down 2. Nunn left unguarded, and he makes Maccabi pay from the perimeter. End of the score, but Boys for the offensive rebound, and Josh Nebo wasn't backing down. But if at first you don't succeed.
Nunn experienced some ups and downs in the second quarter, but still managed to make significant contributions. The game ended tied after the second quarter, setting up a highly intense and competitive final stretch.
Looking to find Sloukas, took a long time to get there, too long, and a shot clock violation 4 tonight now. Has struggled to knock down those threes since Panathinaikos shuffled the pack and changed the lineup. Lesort met a big yellow wall, blazing every single night. Speaking of guns blazing.
Watch here as Maccabi's defense prevents a middle drive from Nunn, forcing him to kick out to Sloukas for the open 3. Here, Nunn punishes Nebo's high tag on Lesort, finding Juancho, who makes the long 3.
Everything on the glass. Lesort back in after that very brief break for Panathinaikos. Deep 3, Juancho, Hernan Gomez from way beyond the setting sun. Defensive equation for Panathinaikos. All about the starters here though in terms of the offense. Lesort couldn't get away from Cleveland and takes it away.
Now, this is beautiful. As we've mentioned before, the presence of Nunn creates a domino effect on Maccabi's defense. Watch here how the defense scrambles after Maccabi's attempt to blitz.
He's only got 4 points though. Papa steps inside, passes on, Kendrick Nunn. And this Panathinaikos Cathedral hails its hymn. It is deafening. What will happen if Nunn scores here? Lost the handle on the ball on his way through and turns it over. And his reaction on going to the bench. More responsibility piles onto the shoulders of Powell's Kendrick Nunn as he kicks it out. Papa Petru couldn't convert. Mitoglu another rebound and a foul.
Now he's getting into the zone again. Watch here as he attacks the space left by the aggressive drop and makes the long 3.
Kalaitzakis and Nunn is the backcourt for Panathinaikos. Nunn lean forward 3. Looking to right his own legend. As the gap goes to 7 again. Nunn off the window this time. Here he goes again. Grant just about got the pass away. Papa Petru. Lesort. Well, 18,500 of them are trembling with adrenaline. Lesort again. Pure persistence. everything they've had through the course of 5 games. Kendrick Nunn.
Now, this is the dagger. Nunn isolates Nebo with the arena trembling from the noise and makes the three-point shot. The Greens are in the Final Four after 12 years, and Nunn was a crucial component of this success. In the playoffs, he averaged 19.2 points per game, shooting 48.6% on two-point attempts and 51.6% on three-pointers, along with 2.8 assists and 3.2 rebounds per game. This has been my most extensive breakdown, taking me dozens of hours to create. I wanted to make it linear so you could follow the full story instead of separating it into sections, best moments from the matches, etc. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please support the channel by liking, subscribing, and checking out the Buy Me a Coffee link. Your support helps me continue bringing you detailed and in-depth analysis. I'm eager to hear your feedback, so let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching, and let's continue to enjoy the game together.